At what number does your job stop controlling your life? It is a question you ask yourself every single day on the long commute home. You work, you pay bills, and then you repeat the cycle over and over again. Tonight, you decide to look for a way out of this endless loop. It is late, nearly 10 in the evening, but you cannot sleep. The cursor blinks on the screen, waiting for you to enter the numbers.
You haven't touched this calculator app in over 3 years. Your coffee went cold 20 minutes ago, but you barely noticed.
You type in the number that has been sitting in your head for months. You type in the number that has been sitting in your head for months.
Below it, the cursor waits for the question you have been avoiding. How much do you actually need to never need this job again?
You don't know the answer. Nobody ever really taught you this. School didn't teach you how to achieve true financial freedom.
Your employers certainly didn't teach you how to escape the rat race.
Every financial guru online repeats the same magic number: $1 million. They state it as a fact, as if it is a settled truth. But tonight, you decide to test that math for yourself. Because you ran some basic numbers last week, and something didn't add up. The math the gurus sell doesn't match the reality of your bank account. You start with your biggest monthly expense, the cost of housing. Rent is $1,400 a month, a non-negotiable cost. That is nearly half of your take-home pay gone instantly. Next is your car payment, the price of getting to work. $380 a month for a car you barely enjoy. It is a necessity just to keep earning your salary. Then comes food. The cost of groceries has been rising steadily. You spend about $520 a month on basic groceries. No fancy dinners, just the essentials to keep you going. Utilities are next. Power, water, and gas to keep the apartment livable. That averages out to about $190 every month.
Another bill that you cannot avoid, no matter how careful you are. Your phone bill. A modern necessity for work and life.
$90 a month to stay connected to the world. A screen tap sound occurs as the man uses his phone.
It seems small, but every little expense adds up over time. Insurance. car insurance, health insurance, protecting yourself from disaster. $240 a month just to be safe. An expensive shield against things you hope will never happen. Subscriptions. The streaming services you forgot to cancel months ago.
They total $84 a month. Small leaks in your financial ship. Conveniences that you pay for but barely have time to use. Gas for your car. The fuel that physically drives you to your job. $200 a month just to commute back and forth. Another cost of working that eats away at your actual earnings. And finally, the miscellaneous expenses. Everything else that adds up. It adds up to another $700 a month, easily. Now, it is time to add them all together and see the total. Your total monthly expenses come out to $4,200. $4,200 every single month, just to exist. That is $50,400 a year.
$50,400 a year just to stay alive.
You are not living lavishly. You are not wasting money on luxury. You are just alive, and it costs $50,000 a year. You take another sip of your cold coffee, staring at the screen. The real question isn't how much you need to retire in luxury. The real question is, how much does it cost to live without fear? You remember the promise of the $1 million net worth? The number that everyone says will buy your complete freedom. You decide to run the standard 4% safe withdrawal rate. $1 million invested gives you $40,000 a year. $40,000 a year. But your basic expenses are $50,000. You are $10,400 short of just existing. $1 million, the magic number, leaves you in a deficit. You are not free at $1 million. You are still drowning. You think of all the times you said no to things to save money. The Friday nights you stayed in, eating cheap instant noodles. The vacations you skipped, telling yourself it would be worth it later. The old car you kept driving, even though you disliked it. You did all of that to reach a finish line that doesn't exist. You did the math wrong every single one of those days. So, what is the real number? How much do you actually need?
To cover $50,400, you need $1.26 million. $1,260,000. That is the baseline. But wait, withdrawals from a retirement account are taxed as income.
You would need to withdraw more than $50,000 to keep $50,000.
With taxes, the required portfolio jumps to $1.57 million.
$1,575,000. It keeps growing.
And then there is inflation, the rising cost of everything over time. In 30 years, your $50,000 will buy half of what it does today.
To survive that, the real number you need is closer to 1.8 million.
$1,800,000. Almost double what they told you. This is the truth that nobody on social media wants to tell you. The honest number is nearly double the lie they sold you. You feel a heavy weight in your stomach as you look at double the lie they sold you. But you decide to keep going as you look at double the lie they timeline.
You enter your current portfolio of $34,000.
You type in your monthly savings of $500.
You assume a standard 7% average annual return.
You hit calculate and wait for the screen to show the year.
Age 76. That is when you will reach your number. You read it twice, then once more to be absolutely sure. You are 32. You would retire at 76. 44 more years of waking up at 6:30 in the morning. "44 more years of sitting through useless performance reviews. 44 more years of saying thank you to a manager who doesn't care. Sure, Okay, boss, no problem. The math says you don't have decades. You have a life sentence. But then, something hits you. Something nobody online ever mentions. You don't need to replace your entire salary all at once. You just need to replace your bills, one by one. Your phone bill is $90 a month. That is $1,080 a year. To cover your phone bill forever, you need $27,000 invested. You look at your current portfolio. You have $34,000. Your phone bill is already paid for the rest of your life.
You have been free of your phone bill for 2 years and didn't know it.
Now, you run the numbers for the next bill on your list.
To cover your car payment forever, you need 114,000.
You don't have that yet. But you can see the path now.
Each bill has a number. Each number is a door to close. And each door you close breaks a chain holding you to your job.
You don't need $1 million today. You just need to close doors. For the first time in 10 years, the finish line stops moving away.
You decide to create a balanced plan. A plan you can actually live with. You keep the things that make you feel alive today.
And you cut the mindless spending that doesn't actually matter.
You find a balance between living now and buying your future freedom. Age 58. A realistic, achievable goal that keeps you human.
You are no longer buying a giant, impossible number. You are buying a date.
A date when you will finally be completely free of the rat race.
The real number was never about reaching $1 million.
The real number is the years of your life you get back.
You don't feel free yet, but you finally have a real plan.
Somewhere tonight, someone else is staring at a calculator screen.
They are chasing the same lie, hoping for a miracle. But you know the truth now. You know how to build your freedom. Run the math. Find your date. And start closing doors.